Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. We're doing another, well actually, wait, what's the time? Oh no. Waterboy's gonna be mad. After like 50 years. Oh no. I see him. I think I should hide.
You! I have been waiting for this video for the past forever. Our last grab video was Dookie Dog Water. So, we're gonna give you guys 8 tips.
Wait, how do I? Alright. Here's 8 tips for grab beginners.
Alright, let's come over here.
Alright. So, first we've got...
So, here are some do's and don'ts. This monstrosity. This is very bad. You do not mix a ton of different types of shapes. Like mixing this, and maybe a bit of this, or maybe some of this. This is really bad unless that's what you're going for. So doing anything that looks like this, don't do, because it looks bad. But what you should do is use normal blocks. You may think, oh, but those are just white blocks. The other ones have colors. Wrong again. Because if you go to the selection tab, then you get a whole colorful assortment of colors. And
red,
you can
green,
do
yellow,
any
orange.
color.
And then there's a simple and advanced. You can like do the scrolly wheel. Can you see it changing colors, Waterboy?
Yep.
And yeah. Oh yeah,
So
by the
do
way.
use normal blocks.
Oh yeah, by the way. If you see any of these, comment like bronze, silver, or diamond. Alright,
Yep.
let's get back.
We have hidden all of these guys in the video, so if you can find them, you're cool. Alright, next step is animating. So, animating is something that I'm pretty good at. So what you do want to do is something that looks like this, not something that looks like this. Because this looks very bad, and you don't want things to look bad. So, this is normally what the page for animating will look like. Right here is the speed slider bar, so you can do a pretty normal 100% speed, or make it go super fast. It goes all the way to 1,000 to 0. Normally I like to keep mine at 100 unless I want to go fast. And if you want to raise the score, then you press this tab, and you'll get a ton of different buttons.
Here, let me show you what the animation.
What that does is it can make you make your animation go above 1,000, which is the limit on the little slider. So if you want something to go super fast, you put a ton of 9s, and then you can make things like teleporters.
And look at this.
Watch.
You can animate it like this, and like blah.
And watch as I ascend to a higher plane.
Oh.
Oh, well, I hit the wall, but...
Oh yeah. Alright, next.
Yeah, doing things like this can give some pretty, fast things.
And also...
And if you want to animate, a trick that I like to use is taking whatever you have and, shrinking it. Because then you can get everything at a really good speed for 100. You like to have everything take 0.1 second. So if you shrink it down, that's easier to do. But if it's super big, you have to be very precise and not make things too big, because then your animations won't line up.
Alright, should we move on to the next
how
one?
these don't line up? Yes.
Alright.
Another topic that I'm very gritchy about is shininess. You ever want to have a gold block and this is the best you can do? Or something like this? No. What you want is you want a shininess effect. So to do something like this, you'll see when you select something, you'll see the color diffuse. And if you tap that, it goes into spectacular. And you'll see a shininess bar. If you make it low, it'll shine a lot. If you make it high, it barely will shine at all. And then you'll see the same color wheel you do for normal coloring. So what you're going to do is if you want gold, you're going to want a yellow color. And put that like all the way up to 4. And then you'll have a pretty bright shininess effect. Or if you want to do the opposite and have like no shine, you want to get like a black shininess effect. And then there won't be a lot of shine. And put it all the way up too.
Look at the difference.
So if you want something like, and if you want something like silver, your diffuse would be gray and your spectacular would be like a white. If you want diamond, you'd pick like a blue or cyan for the diffuse, and spectacular would be like white or cyan. And then for emerald, I don't really do emerald that much, so you can kind of do whatever you want. I did like a green with some like teal.
Alright, next
thing is the different settings on your blocks, on base blocks, because those are what you should use most of the time. Now, I personally prefer using normal blocks unless I really want something to pop. But if I do want something to pop, I will use neon. Most people preferably just normally use neon for everything, but I don't really like that because you can barely tell the lines between, like look at his arm, you can't tell that there's really anything like in between these two. It just kind of meshes together, but with this, you can obviously tell that they're two different parts and not connected. Well, I mean, they're connected. And then transparent blocks. These are when you want something to not be very visible or block something.
And by the way,
tip about
if you want something really transparent, you want to turn it to straight black. It gets a lot of that.
Pure black makes a very good like non-visible transparent.
Alright,
block.
you can go now.
At least that's what I've discovered. Let me know in the comments if you know any other colors that are better.
Alright, should we go on to the next one?
Alright. Yep. Alright, so for this, it's kind of, it's about the simple and advanced slider. So if you want like a lightish, darkish blue, like a purplish blue, then you don't want to do something like this. This looks ugly. You do want to use the simple and advanced sliders to change the color a bit better, so you're not limited to the normal ones. Same thing with all these other ones. You don't want just
and that's how you get like
the
this
darkest black you can get. You want a pure black. That's 000 if you want a pure black. Like a yellowish orange, you don't want to do something like this. What you want is to use the slider. Alright, those were all the building tips. Now it's time to move on some level design tips.
Alright, these are like...
Alright, over here we have the ice and frost blocks. Now on ice, it's simple, boring, you can't stop and you can't jump. But on frost, you don't go any faster, but you can jump. You can't hold yourself in place though, you just keep sliding like ice would.
But if you do,
like, it's still more interesting.
You can pick up momentum and be able to use that momentum to jump. And I think that's really it for
next
that
thing is character design. So for grab characters, There's a few differences that people have. I personally like this design, with the long body and no chest bump. But some people like a long body with a chest bump. Some people just like a small body, like this. I think it's a bit more fitting to the actual grab character.
And then some people
but
make
then
it
you've
like
got the bump in
crazy.
the small character.
And then there's, of course, the little, like...
The little V that you have on your chest as a grab character. As you can see on my character, there's a little V on my chest.
Yep.
And then there's also the sphere hands versus the actual grab hands. I personally like the sphere hands. It's personal preference again. But do whatever you want.
These ones are more detailed.
And one final thing. Don't use grapple blocks. Unless you really need to, just don't use them. They are such a cheat. Like, you know how sometimes when you grapple onto stuff and then you get this super spin? Some people are very talented and they can use that spin to just go flying out of the map. So if you don't have a roof, I would suggest not using grapple blocks. Alright, I think that's about all.
Yeah. And again, if you see
Remember,
any
comment
of these,
down below if you found any of these guys.
Yeah.
In a second, we are going to show you all of them. So we'll give you a few seconds to go back in the video to find them.
Alright. Here.
Alright. So now we will show you bronze, silver, and diamond. So if you come over here,
No.
here is the
we won't show
bronze
them.
grab
They just have to.
character.
They just have to find it. Even though you kind of told them where the bronze is. This one's the easiest, so you should have found it already. But yeah. That's
I
8
think you
tips.
can cut that little bit out of the area.
No, it's fine. We kind of have to keep it because... And I guess that's 8 tips.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let's do a final outro. Come over here. Go to where this. Alright. Well, see ya. And say one. Just say bye.
Alright. See you guys later.